What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. And this one I'm continuing a show to make Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 in Minecraft. This is part 20, and in this one we're going to be finishing off all the details in this hallway, along with the little dirt tunnel here, and the vent on the other side of the molding room. We don't actually start the molding room itself yet, but yeah, this vent, and yeah, just kind of finishing up this whole little area. So yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. Peekaboo. Alrighty, so we should have had this, or gotten this far, I guess, in the last part. Now, we're going to start by, I guess, just, bringing up the walls immediately. So you really just need, oh my god, quartz bricks, andesite, stone, and we'll get out some other stuff. So stone stairs, stone slabs, monster spawner, black concrete, light gray concrete, and some iron doors. So, again, you want to start by just bringing up each wall with 4 of the respective material, whether it be quartz bricks or andesite, it doesn't really matter. Assuming you have it 1 above the floor height still. If you don't, then it's bringing up 5, but you're just bringing it up to the same height as the previous section over there. And yeah. Hopefully everyone is having a good day or night. I am, for the most part, recording 2 of these back to back again, a classic. But, yeah. Okay. You will just leave this open for now. When the hole in the floor is, I'll explain that later. Actually, we can do that since we have the stairs. Wasn't why I got the stairs, but we might as well fill it in. Or I guess get the staircase part of it done, you know? Won't really be too much extra effort to do it now, since it's going to be pretty much the next thing we do after this area anyway. You should have this. The top 3 rows of quartz bricks above said gap in the floor, you're going to just connect across. And in said gap, you'll place a row of stone stairs kind of in the floor facing towards the opening like so. You'll go down diagonally in that direction with 3 more rows of stone stairs, which will all be, 4 wide and whatever. Just like so. I would bring the... So if you're looking at the staircase where you would be walking up it, or the way you go in the game, where you essentially come from down here and head up to go that way, you'll take the stone on the right and extend it down until it blocks off the stairs, and on the left you'll extend it down with quartz bricks to the same. Then the row of quartz bricks on the left and right, just do 1 row now, bringing it down by 3 like so. On the right side, I'll take the bottom quartz brick and I'll extend it right 2, then forward 2, right 2, forward 4, left 2, forward 2, left by 8, and then you should be able to connect it back, and it should connect just to the left of the quartz brick, to the left of these stairs, like so. A block below what you just did, you'll fill in your floor with stone. Again, we will switch back and forth between starting in line with the floor and starting a block above the floor. I will specify usually which one it is when it matters. Just depends on how we kind of get to the room. I would actually take the quartz bricks here and bring it down into the floor. There's specifically one point where it matters, which is this wall opposite of these stone stairs, but I'll just bring the whole thing down. And in addition, you'll bring the quartz bricks all the way up until they're at the same height as the rest of the quartz bricks. Here, you'll either end up connecting into it, or you'll go up by, what's that, 6? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no, it's 8. I was very far off. And then it'll give you some rooms. This room has a different ceiling than the other one, though, so we do want to keep that one in mind. It's smooth quartz rather than stone. Just like this. Okay. It's a really weird shaped room, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it could have just been a normal square, but I guess that's too complicated for them, or too easy for them, rather. The main hallway itself will have a stone ceiling, just entirely. like so. I also should probably mention here, the andesite walls on the side here, you probably should put blocks above them, because you can actually see through. I just placed bamboo slabs or something, and I'll place stone here as well, just because of that fact, of that you can see through them. But yeah. And then we'll be pretty much ready to start decorating this area, which is nice. Don't trap yourself outside like I'm about to. There we go. Nice. So the next step is you want to take this andesite pillar here, kind of in like the center of the room. It's this one right here. And going towards the gate from it, you're going to place from the middle, or I guess the left half of it, which is this half, an upside down stone stair facing into it. A monster spawner with a black concrete in the ceiling above it, and then an upside down stone stair facing towards the fence. Left and right of this, you'll place upside down stone stairs kind of facing away from the monster spawner to give you this. Everything to the right of that is upside down stone slabs in this particular side. It's going to go until you can't place it anymore, which would be where the carpet is. In the, like, kind of bottom quartz bricks here, what you want to do is you want to place essentially 4 rows of light gray concrete to the right of the andesite wall. That'll be 2 rows in total up. You'll place an iron door off each of these with the handle facing towards the andesite itself. So if I place the iron door there, I'll see it faces into it. So I can essentially just keep placing them going across like so, from the andesite, then going away from it. Now, you can clear your inventory and get out. Strip warped hyphae. You could, I think, use stem here. It doesn't matter, but I like hyphae more. Warp slabs. Painting. Pale oak fence gates. Nether brick fence. Lantern. That's definitely not a lantern. There we go. Mangrove slabs. Smooth quartz blocks. And we'll go with stone brick walls. We can't really do anything here yet. We'll come to this area last. If you head all the way left to where you would essentially end by heading into, musical memory is right there. Just to the, like, first row here on the, I guess, back wall, you want to place, well, count right by 1 first and place a row of strips toward hyphae going floor to ceiling. Right of the center block, you'll place an upside down warp slab. Slab on top. Right of that, a plank. Right of that, an upside down slab, and then you'll have a plank on top. In line with the plank here in the, like, center out of those 3, it kind of looks like a cactus arm. In line with that center one, though, you'll count out to the, I guess there is no center, so you'll count out to the, out of the 2 center blocks, the furthest away stone from what we just made, and place another brick fence with a lantern below. I don't know why my voice is doing this. I apologize. It keeps doing it, and I can't get rid of it this time. To the right of the top warp plank here on what we just made, you'll place 3 pale oak fence gates facing kind of towards it like so. You'll bring all 3 of these across the hallway. It might be better now. Below the end one, or the furthest right one, you'll take this back wall, and 1 block off the floor, you want a 1x2 painting here. And it should be the dude on the mountain, the pioneer. I'll call him a pioneer. I forget what the actual term is, because I'm not really historically using my mind right now. Historically using my mind is a sentence. Head to the front in line with this, and you want to count right by a block, and kind of turn to face this quartz brick right here. Off of it, you will place 2 mangrove slabs, and this end one can be brought all the way over until you connect above the little staircase here. If you kind of like start walking towards the staircase, you want to turn to the right, and kind of from this andesite, you'll go back diagonally right to this stone and place a row of stone brick walls going floor to ceiling. You'll also place one just inside of the front row of iron bars, like so. Get rid of your strip warped hyphae brief, or I guess actually entirely, and get out stone bricks. And we want to do one thing in this section just real quick. If you take the furthest right back upside down stone slab, you'll count left by 1, and moving, I guess, towards the front, you want to place, in place of these stone slabs, 3 stone bricks. On that front one, you do want a lantern below. But left of that front one, you want a stone brick, another one towards you, and then another one to the left. Head down to the staircase room, and I guess head down the stairs and look up. And you want to end up filling in the ceiling with smooth quartz blocks, a block above the quartz brick walls. It should be in line with the stone ceiling as well. And again, don't trap yourself outside, because this time you actually can't get back in. Except for, I guess, the hole over there, but then you gotta go all the way around, and that's lame. Or I guess you could get in here, where musical memory is. It's a thing. Anyway, if you look towards the staircase here, you want to, in the back left-hand corner, place a row of stone brick walls. A block off the ceiling you want to place coming off of this stone brick wall. Here you're going to crouch place this in the air. You'll place 2 pale oak fence gates facing kind of across like so, or I guess towards the staircase or away from the staircase, depending on which way you look at it. Each of those fence gates, again, you'll have to crouch place it. Whoa, that was crazy. You'll extend them all the way to the right until you're... Are you actually real? Oh, you are. Until they hit some sort of a wall. The double place goes hard, not gonna lie. Out of the 2 center blocks of the staircase, you'll take the left half and trace it up to these pale oak fence gates, and then to the second smooth quartz in front, which should also be, ironically, from the front left, it's back diagonally right by 2. That would have been a lot easier, but whatever. You'll go down from this with 4 nether brick fence and a lantern. We'll do the hole in this room in a little bit. Not quite yet, though. You can clear your inventory for now and get out polished black stone buttons. And then you want the following logs. You want dark oak logs, stripped mangrove logs, and then stripped warp stem. It wants to be logs rather than the wood version, or I guess hi-fi version. And you also need mangrove fence, bamboo fence, warped fence, light blue candle, and yellow candle. And that will be, I think, all of the detailing in this area actually done. Yeah, cool. So first off, in this particular room, on the left wall, you want to take essentially the center block and you'll place a polished black stone button off of it. It should be 3 off the front and back. You do have the stone brick walls in the way, so it'll look like 2 off the back, but it is still 3 in theory. Anyway, you want to head up the staircase and continue walking forward like there's no problems. And look at the left wall again at eye level, and you'll leave the back 3 quartz bricks open closest to the musical memory entrance, and on the next 2 you'll place polished black stone buttons. Where would the actual access point to this area be, now that I'm thinking about it? Because there's no doors, and if it's a hole in the wall, well, I guess it could have been a door. I don't really understand this build at all. Whatever. Anyway, that's besides the point. You want to look kind of into this crevice where you have the light gray concrete iron door lockers, is what they are. And in the back right-hand corner, you'll place an upward-facing stripped warp stem with an upward-facing stripped mangrove log on top. Left of that, you want bamboo fence, which will be too tall. Left of those fences, you want warp fences, and also off the front of the bamboo, you want mangrove fences. From the bottom mangrove fence, you'll go forward diagonally right with a sideways stripped mangrove log facing left to right. Leave a gap of 2 moving forward and place a dark oak log also facing left to right. I can't remember if these are the gray barrels or like if they're black barrels or something, because for the gray ones I generally have been using polished basalt, but I know that kind of was a little bit later, so I might have just used a different block here. I don't remember. Anyway, just left of this, you'll actually count left by 2 and place a yellow candle here with a light blue candle in front. Nice. I think it's texturing time? Yeah, so I didn't actually texture any of this with calcite this time. I don't know if there's a particular reason for that or not, but, you know, I didn't. So you want to start by getting out the following, though. Cobblestone slabs, tough slabs, and then for the block variants, you want stone bricks, cracked stone bricks, cobblestone, and optionally gravel. And then you will probably want the stair versions of at least stone brick and cobblestone. And if you want a slab, you can, but I'm not going to. Oh, I guess actually we already have cobblestone slabs, so you can get out stone brick slabs. That works. So the cobblestone and the tough will be the only thing I do block for block here, again, ignoring texture. So you want to head to the entrance, or I guess the exit point, technically, here, where you have the stripped warped and stuff. So just behind this andesite wall on the right, you'll place 2 slabs going back. From the front one, you want a slab to the left. In the floor left of that, you'll have 2 blocks. Again, they're either cobblestone or tough. And then from this right block here, you'll go back 1, right 1, back 1, right 1. Because cobblestone is usually a normal texture as well, a little bit, you don't have to particularly be concerned about. Because there are a couple cobblestone that are lingering beyond this, but we will make the assumption that they're not part of this particular thing. In the other portion of the hallway, however you want to get there, I guess it's probably logical to go through the hole in the floor back here. And we'll actually start from here and work our way back towards the front instead, because all the like texturing that is block for block is actually behind pillars anyway. So leave the first set and second set of pillars open, but you'll be on the third set and you'll have a slab kind of towards you from each. Off of the left slab, I'll have a block kind of off either side of it, like so. And then this right block I'll bring kind of away from me by 1 as well. And then there is one more all the way down, and it's where this red nether brick wall is on the right, this pillar of it. Just kind of in front of it or towards you, you'll place a block, or a slab rather. Again, off each side of the slab, you want a block in the floor, with another one in kind of the back left-hand corner. From this point, both the floor and the ceiling you're texturing lightly with stone bricks, cracked stone bricks, cobblestone, and gravel. Now, I'll give you the updated method as to how I end up texturing with this. I start with stone bricks, and I kind of just go around like this. And I won't do it for all of it, but I'll kind of show you. And then off the stone brick, I'll usually place a cracked stone brick, either diagonally touching it or off of it, and maybe I'll add a couple extras, like against some walls and stuff. Or maybe I'll even have, you know, less or more or whatever. Maybe this one won't have one just because, and I'll have one here. And then kind of off of that or diagonally or within a general vicinity of the cracked stone brick, I'll place a cobblestone. Like so. Sometimes it'll connect to something, sometimes it won't. It just kind of depends. And then from there, gravel, and if you so choose, andesite you can use instead. You will have just kind of off from that. Because I don't feel like placing the blocks under the floor for the gravel, I'm going to just use andesite, and you kind of see here. I'll just see whatever areas are kind of a little bit dull, and I'll use andesite to fill that in. And that's kind of how I went about texturing this a lot of the time. This mainly comes into play later. Because there is 2 different types of texturing for this. The other one is more so important to reject room and molding room, which are both in the segment anyway, which I guess kind of works conveniently. But yeah, there are multiple methods. And you're doing this for both the floor and I guess the ceiling where you can. And around the hole and everything. But yeah, I'm not going to worry about it too much because I don't particularly care. And I've already done it once, and I'm not going to do it twice. You can't make me. But yeah, do that, and again, if you want to do the calcite, you may. I just didn't because I forgot or something. I don't know. I was too busy texturing the floor, I guess. But yeah. Once you are done with that, though, head to the back quartz brick room here, which is kind of this really weirdly shaped one. And we're going to start with the exit vent from molding room first, because I just feel like that's an easier way to go. And I will give you 2 seconds as I get myself prepared for the next step. You better be prepared, because I'm prepared. Not really. You want to start by getting out for this vent the following. Cobbled deep slate. Polished deep slate stairs. Polished basalt. Polished deep slate blocks. That's not an item, I swear. Black concrete. Item frames. Nether stars if you're in survival, which please, I saw somebody left a comment on, I think chapter 1 where they were making it in, or it might have been chapter 2 as well where they're making survival. Just don't, maybe. Like, I don't think it's worth it. Iron bars, and we'll go dark oak fence gates. So, well, we kind of need to, I guess, make the hole in the wall. That's important. But anyway, we're going to ignore that for now. You want to break, if you look, like, head down these stairs, you want to be in line with the left of the 2 center blocks, which is this one, and you'll break kind of a 1x2 hole in the wall there. Just left of this block in the floor, I guess outside of it, you'll place a cobbled deep slate with another one just to the right, like so. Extend either of them out an additional row, and then we're going to rotate ourselves so we are looking essentially across the game station or towards this hallway right here. And so with the cobbled deep slate, you will do 2 things, this left row. You will go towards said hallway with 2 cobbled deep slate, along with in the other direction, which would be away with 5. E-way, that's my favorite word. you're going to go left one, forward one, left one, and that's all we can do with the cobbled deep slate, actually. That's awkward. So what we'll do is we will get rid of it and get our polished blackstone, I guess. I was just debating waiting, but we'll do it now. And place a polished blackstone to the left. You'll go back or towards the hallway with 10. Which will be one further than the cobbled deep slate there. It kind of does, I think, line up later if I remember. But I could be wrong. And then you'll go forward also from the same row with 1. We can't really do much from here because we don't have the slabs either, but what you want to do, I guess, to start is take the backmost cobbled deep slate and place a black concrete behind it. You'll then go up diagonally back from that with another black concrete. Up 1, and then up diagonally forward by 1. Off these little 2 black concretes, you'll place item frames with nether stars in them, and you'll rotate them once so they're on a diagonal angle. You could have them different rotations. These are fans. This is kind of one of the weirder designs for it, but because it's a 1x2, I did a little bit different. Left and right of those item frames, you can also place black concrete. If you really want, you can actually crouch place off the item frame and just off the wall like that, or you could just, you know, place a placeholder and whatever. But yeah. You can now get rid of your, I guess, black concrete and get out polished blackstone slabs. And so, from the polished blackstone block here, we want to continue this first. You want to go forward with a slab. Then I guess you'll go down with a block and then forward with a block. Forward with a slab. Down with a block and then forward one. Forward with a slab. Down with a block and then forward one. And then we're going to go forward with 2 slabs. And you should have 1, 2, 3... 4 different, I guess, Y levels of slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should be correct. The sides of this vent are fairly self-explanatory. We're going to start at the back where the black concrete is, and place polished upward-facing polished basalt kind of off the sides like so. Then, I guess ignoring the cobbled deep slate here on the right, you're going to do alternating polished deep slate stairs and polished basalt. This is the original vent design. I know I had a comment about, it might have been in a Discord VC actually, why that vent design was different in Ludwig's office. That one was a little bit different, but yeah. And then off of that, you'll have polished basalt again. And so, basalt. And so what you want to do is for these stairs, the bottom stair will face kind of inward. It'll be a regular stair, and the top one will be upside down, but will also face inward. And you'll just follow kind of off the sides of both this. When you reach the slabs, the stairs will become blocks, but we're not going to worry about that section just yet. The other problematic spot is the corners. So as you follow this along, if you just kind of went along normally with the corners, you would end up with an issue. So on this side, I'll go to the corner and I'll place polished basalt, but I have this right now. Off of the inner one, I'll go polished deep slate, and then I'll go forward diagonally left with polished basalt. Off the polished basalt on the right, I'll go forward diagonally left by 2 with polished deep slate, and then I'll have polished basalt on that corner. And I can just mimic it on the other side of the blackstone like so. And then I'll have stairs in the middle here, and you'll go back. Leave the back of the blackstone open for now. That'll be a little bit more important later, but do just leave it open. Although, is there anything we want to do with it specifically? When you do bring the basalt and stairs and stuff, you do want to place basalt a block beyond where the polished blackstone ends. Like so. Again, it'll be a little bit more important later, but I'm not going to worry about breaking placeholders anymore. It's a waste of time. But yeah, it'll be more important later as to why we do that, specifically because of the way the door is positioned. And obviously, these stairs, you'll be able to see those blocks. But yeah, that is why. And if you care about lighting, these stairs will have to be blocked off on the really top and sides. In addition, when you head forward, best way I'm going to describe it is you'll take the polished basalt and you'll place polished deep slate directly in front of it, and then extend it down a row. You'll then take the bottom 2 polished deep slate and place polished basalt in front of them, and then it's going to be rinse and repeat. You're taking the polished basalt and placing blocks in front where they'll extend down by 1. Bottom 2 polished deep slate will be brought forward with polished basalt. And you're going to keep doing this until you are, I believe, 1 shy of the end of this. Let me confirm that real quick. Pretty much, yeah. You'll be 1 short and you'll end with polished deep slate. Ah, I just did not go one short there, apparently. So you should end up with this. In addition, you'll just end up bringing each polished basalt up by one more. Like so. For the ceiling, I guess let's get rid of our item frames and nether stars. And get out polished deep slate slabs along with redstone torches. Sure. And so what we want to do is just above this, like all the basalt and stuff, you're going to place polished deep slate, just filling in the ceiling, like so. The one thing that I guess is important is when you head all the way forward here to where the incline starts, you'll end on the last polished deep slate block is where you'll kind of stop the row. And then from there you'll go down diagonally, forward with an upside down slab, forward with a block, down diagonally, forward with an upside down slab, and you'll do this a couple more times until you are one off the front like so. Still should be in line with the, I guess, end of the vent, but that's not particularly the point that I'm trying to make here. A couple minor things we gotta do in the vent. Head kind of back to where we started, and you want to head to the where you have the nether stars here. It looks like the void. That's weird. You'll take the polished basalt just kind of in front of it and just cover it up with iron bars. Off of that, you'll place dark oak fence gates, and you want to actually open them outwards, so like towards the other side of the vent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them, walk through them, close them from this side, and then open them again. I know that's kind of dumb, but you know, that's how we go about doing it here. On the left, you'll take the polished basalt row just in front of that and place a redstone torch at foot level. There are 3 more redstone torches. If you follow this vent around to this like polished basalt, it kind of sticks out almost. It like juts out on the corner here where this turns. You'll have a redstone torch kind of in line with the floor polished basalt. There is one on not the final row of polished basalt on the right here. It'll be one row in front, and you'll have a redstone torch there. And then there's one on the kind of incline here, and it's if you take this, like if you're looking towards down that way, you look at the left side here, and we'll take the 3rd polished basalt, including this corner. So 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then the middle, I guess no, bottom of the 3 actually, you'll place a redstone torch. Nice. Clear your inventory and get out the following. Polished tuff. And quartz stairs along with quartz slabs. That's all we'll get for now. And so at the like I guess opening here at the back that is almost going into the hallway here, you're just going to kind of cover up between the polished basalt with polished tuff. Easy enough. Head kind of around to the, or I guess back to the, I guess exit of the vent, which would be this little 1x2 gap. You want to, essentially if you're looking back towards the vent, you'll break the quartz bricks to the right row, like, or right of it, just like this. In the bottom right corner, you want a stair facing left. Above that stair, you'll have this block open, and then you'll break the next one up and place an upside-down stair facing left. Left of that, you'll have an upside-down slab. And then from that slab, you'll count left 1, down 1, and break this and replace it with a stair facing right that is not upside down. And that's your hole in the wall. Quartz does actually work really well with quartz bricks in a situation like this, I've noticed. Like, it doesn't look that off to me. But anyway. The other thing we have to do is the really annoying one. And so we're going to do one quick thing to just make sure we get everything right. We're going to get stone and head through the vent to the like end of it. And from this polished blackstone slab, you'll just kind of go right with stone as far as you feel. I'm going to go about to the end of the hallway. We're not going to use the wall to mark out the spacing anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, you should end up, you know, some distance, at least beyond the hole. And so this hole is the annoying thing, I think, out of really anything in this section entirely. Really all the cave stuff sucks. So I'm going to start with packed mud. Where is packed mud? Along with mud brick slabs. And you could, in theory, use stairs. I do not believe I did, though. I used all slabs. And so I textured with, I'll give you the blocks later again, but if you want to build the texture as you're building it, I used the following. I'm just going to throw them out. Rooted dirt, coarse dirt, waxed exposed cut copper slabs, or whatever the like pinkish one is. Yeah, it is exposed. dripstone blocks, if I didn't say that. Oak slabs, spruce, and yeah, I think that's it. You know, just like one or two materials. I got a little carried away with this one. I'm not gonna lie. And so what you want to do is, if you're looking from the hole, you want to kind of look towards that row of stone we just placed, like so, if you're under it. And from the back half of the hall, or I guess the front half of the hallway from that point, you're going to place going down 3 packed mud. Or just mud. I'm going to say block or slab here. From the bottom, you will go back with 7 slabs, or I guess 4 with 7 slabs, rather, sorry. Just towards the row, that's all that you need to know. And then you're going to go down diagonally back with a block. Back with a slab. Down diagonally back with a block. Back one. Back with a slab. Down diagonally back with a block. Back with a slab. Down diagonally back with a block. Then back by 2. Then back with 4 slabs. Down diagonally back with a block. And then you will go back by 5. You should end 1 block off of the stone. This particular portion of the wall is double layered. I don't know why, but there's like a white inner wall for some reason. I don't know, it's there. And I really wouldn't recommend following what I do here block for the rest of it. That's kind of just the base path. But essentially you want roughly like a 3x3 spacing for most of it, just to keep it nice. But what I would do is, if you want, I will give you the block for block. So head back to the beginning and, well, no, we'll actually start from the end, I guess. Yeah, we'll start from the end so we can work forward instead. And you'll take this pack button and go up diagonally left with a slab. You'll then go towards you by 5 with slabs. Then 3 blocks, I guess 4 blocks actually, and then a slab on top. 4 blocks towards you, slab on top. Then you're going to go back with a block. Up with a slab, towards you with a slab, or back, forward, whatever it is. And then 2 blocks, slab on top, towards you by 2. And then from there you're going to place 7, or I guess 8 blocks, and then connect up from that 8th one. And any little gaps you have like this, you're just filling in. Off the right side of the first row, we're going to do a similar thing, just a little bit different, obviously, because it's not the same row, but it's fairly similar. So you're going to place a slab up diagonally right, and then bring it towards you by 3. Then you're going to place 4 blocks up with a slab, towards you by 2. Then you're going to place 3 blocks up with a slab, towards you by 1, towards you with a block, up with a slab, towards you 2 with slabs, and then 2 with blocks, then up with a slab, forward 1, then place 3 blocks, slab on top, and then you go forward 4, block in front and connect it up, and then fill in any gaps again that you have. Instead of doing these signs are just a block outside of either of these, so we're going to end up doing the ceiling, and then you'll just kind of be able to fill in the sides from there. So we're going to start from the front this time, or from the hole, I guess, because just behind it, we'll start with the left row, and you're going to place a block below this stone stair, whatever kind of stair it is. You're going to go up diagonally back with a block. You can break that quartz brick, that is okay. And then down diagonally, I guess, back with a upside down slab. All the slabs here will be upside down now. You're going to go back 1. Then behind this, you'll place 3 blocks, rather, I apologize. Down with an upside down slab. Back with 2 blocks. Upside down slab down. Then back with 2 upside down slabs. And then 5 blocks. Down with an upside down slab. Back by 4. And then you should end up being able to go back with 4 blocks and end in line with that row. Nice. We're going to actually zigzag, so we'll start from the front here, or from this side and go back. So you're going to start with an upside down slab to the right of that block. Then bring it towards you by 5. Up diagonally back with a block. Towards you by 3. then 2 upside down slabs, up diagonally back with a block, towards you 1, then 1 upside down slab, up diagonally towards you with a block, towards you 1, 2 upside down slabs, up diagonally back with a block, and you should be able to connect forward from there. And again, you will have to break the quartz brick, that is fine. And then off of the stone, really both these stones you'll have upside down mud brick slabs like so, or just slabs below. From this upside down slab here at the end, you will end up going, again, up diagonally back with a block. Back 1. Down diagonally back with an upside down slab. Then back 2 slabs. Block. Down diagonally. Down with an upside down slab. God, that was for some reason confusing to my brain. 3 blocks going back. Down diagonally back with upside down slab. And then 4 blocks. Down diagonally back with upside down slab. Back 2, and then it should be 5 blocks to end. Again, any gaps you have between these rows you should fill in. I think that's really the only one right there, kind of on the one side. And then just outside of everything you placed a row, you're going to fill it all in with your blocks. And again, I would texture this as much or as little as you want. I will show you the original if you really want to try to copy it block for block, because I'm not going to texture this in this particular video, because this is one of the weird parts to texture because of how thin it is and everything. And you have to also close off all the slabs, which is not fun at all. I did not like doing it. But, you know, that was part of it, I guess. You win some and you lose some, or something like that. Anyway, you should have this. From this point, I will show you the original real quick. And I'm going to teleport to myself, and hey, look, it's me. Let me just get myself out of the way. So I'm, you know, not in this area. But I'll show you from the... Actually, I'll show you from this side going up because of the angle. I think it'll be easier to try to copy. As you can see, I have used a lot of blocks here. It is still mainly packed mud and mud bricks because I believe I started with packed mud, and then, you know... As you texture each block, do consider the order you do them, because the ones you start with probably will have the most blocks out of any of them. And yeah, I think I used different, like, for blocks and slabs. Like, I did all the dirt and versions without slabs for the blocks, and these slabs were specifically these slab types. Except for mud brick was both. Just because I had to start with it anyway, within the packed mud. But, yeah, now I guess it's time for starting this room, at least. So the only thing I actually want to do here is the smooth quartz wall just kind of before this. And so what you want to do is you want to start by getting out, you guessed it, smooth quartz blocks, smooth quartz stairs, and smooth quartz slabs. And I will get out the same with stone because I want to copy it onto the stone wall as well, because it is the same pattern for both. But I'll start with just the smooth quartz. So if you were looking towards the, you know, hole itself, kind of back towards that hallway, you want to place smooth quartz blocks kind of off the packed mud on the left. I'm going to break this little bit of stone in front just so you can see it a little bit better. You'll, from the top smooth quartz block, go up diagonally right with an upside down stair facing right. Then right of it, you'll have an upside down stair facing left. Then right of that, an upside down slab. Right of that, a block, and you can bring that block down by 3. You'll extend the bottom block left with a block again. And then you'll go left with a stair facing right, and then with a stair facing left, like so. On top of that bottom right block, you will have a slab on top. The only thing that is weird about this, I'm also going to place a smooth quartz block in that top corner to kind of make it rectangular, is on the right side of this row of smooth quartz goes into the packed mud row. So these 3 packed mud you'll just break and replace with smooth quartz. And so, again, I'll just copy this kind of smooth quartz out a row with the stone instead. And then, yeah, we'll end up saving the molding room for another time. That probably will end up taking 2 parts, I think. It's a fairly big room, and it's got a lot of detail and stuff going on. But, yeah, once you're done that, ladies and gentlemen, that is part 20 of Poppy Playtime Chapter 2 complete. Thank you guys if you guys did enjoy this video. I am like really realizing now this is going to be a lot of parts, and it's going to take a while to record, but we'll get there surely. Anyway, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.